Hello, hello. Welcome back to Everdeen. It is the early afternoon, and I have to admit that I have done nothing today. Well, I won't say that. I'll say that I haven't done anything on the house today. I ended up getting super sidetracked by some work stuff. Some people were calling me about potential gigs for December because, as we know, December is coming up and it is my busiest season by far for aerial work. So I just got sucked into admin this morning, but I need to change that. I need to get some actual work done on the house. And I think the first thing I need to do is a clean. I did sit down on the carpet in the living room this morning and stretch for a little while, and I noticed some dust bunnies. So we're just gonna have a strong vacuum of the whole house. I think I'm gonna start off the day with that. Let's go. Okay, I've just realized something that makes me think that vacuuming today has been a great choice on my part. Because, story time, the last time I was gone from Everdeen for more than a day or two, which was like, I was gone for like a week, and I came back, and in the middle of the stairs right here, there was a dead spider that, I'm not exaggerating, was the size of a cow. It was a dead spider cow, and it was truly horrific. So obviously I screamed, and then I cried a little, and then I called Laurent, and then I cried some more, and then I called Laurent again for moral support, and then I called my mom. Anyway, after much screaming, crying, and phone calling, I finally got up so much courage and flushed the dead spider cow down the toilet. But apart from that, what I've just realized that makes me think that vacuuming was a really great idea and getting rid of all the like extra cobwebs that have accumulated on the stairs is because at the time I thought, I wonder how there came to be a dead spider just like out in the middle of the open and not like in a web. And what I've just realized, which is horrifying, is that probably it wasn't a web, but like up there on the bottom of the stairs where you don't really look naturally. So I'd probably been passing underneath the gigantic fucking spider for God knows how long. And it's, I feel icky. I feel not okay thinking about this. And I'm really glad that I'm doing a thorough de-spidering today. This is definitely a good choice. Is much cleaner, but I encountered 4 spiders during that, so I'm just gonna need to go sit down for a while, maybe leave the house, maybe burn down the house. These are all good options. I've taken some time, I've calmed down after the spider encounter, and now I'm gonna tackle the absolute catastrophe that is the yellow bedroom right now. So yeah, this is the yellow bedroom at the moment. It's just kind of become a storage area, but I'd really like to clear it out enough so I can start putting more wallpaper up. So just for a recap of where we're going with the yellow bedroom, this wallpaper is going to be an accent wall. I put that up a couple months ago. This armoire is going to go in here, so that's a permanent addition. And the chair that you cannot see under all of these pillows is also like a permanent piece of furniture for this room. The rest of this is all just in here for storage. And then on the walls right now, let's see if I can show you a place with good light. There's this beige sort of speckled wallpaper. It needs to go for several reasons. First, it's just not matching what my plan for this room is. Second, it's quite damaged in several places. You can see like right here, there's just a lot of places where it's pretty damaged. I don't want to have to take it all off the walls because, as we know, that is a nightmare. So here's my master plan. I have done some research about this, and because this is a paper wallpaper, I can cover it in new wallpaper. So that doesn't work sometimes if it's a nylon-based wallpaper, like a lot of modern wallpapers are, but this is quite an old wallpaper. It's just paper, and I can just glue straight over the top. I have done that in some other rooms, and it's worked great. And I did it with this accent wall, and it worked great. So my plan is that I'm going to cover the old wallpaper in a blank paintable wallpaper, and then paint that in one of the neutral colors that is in this accent walls pattern. So maybe like a cream, a soft beige, a soft pink, a soft yellow, something along those lines. I'm not quite sure yet. But the first step is definitely to just get some paintable wallpaper on the wall so I can kind of see this room as a neutral place and then decide on a color. So I'm gonna clear this out and then we'll move on to some wallpaper. I know it's probably a little bit silly to clean before I start to work because I'm just going to make it messy again. But this room's just been basically empty for a while, so it just feels a little dusty and cobwebby. So now that it's vacuumed, it's clean, all the spiders are gone, I just feel a lot better about like getting down and dirty on my hands and knees on the floor. Speaking of being on my hands and knees on the floor, I'm going to just fill in. There's a few places where the wall is kind of scratched or damaged. So we're just going to putty just a little bit just to smooth those out to make sure you won't be able to see them underneath the new paper. But there's not a lot of places. It's a very small, minimal job. By the way, I should probably just address that the lighting in this video is going to be very dramatic because this light fixture in this room does nothing for light. It's so dark. So I've just plugged in a couple of lamps on the floor just to give myself a little bit more light to work with. But it does make the ambiance very, very dramatic. It is 1:30 in the morning, but I have put wallpaper up on the entire room. The wallpaper is done. And I'm just going to do one more little thing before I go to bed. I'm going to paint a few paint samples on the wall just to see what color I want to paint in here. I picked these up earlier today, and if I do them now, they can dry overnight. And then in the morning, I can see how they look in the sunlight when they're nice and dry. They're all kind of neutrals, they're all kind of similar, except there was one green that just grabbed my eye. But I really have no idea which one I'm going to choose. So I'll paint them now, and then we'll see them tomorrow in the sunshine. Good morning. It is the next morning. It is beautiful and sunny. Light is streaming in the windows, and I'm ready to go down and see how the color swatches that I did last night look now that they're dry and in the sunshine. And I'm a little worried that this is going to turn into another kitchen situation where I just second guess myself for ages and ages and can't choose one. Because I genuinely don't know what my preference is going to be. Even after painting them on the wall last night, I do not know if there's one that stands out to me. I really don't have a clear plan for which one I want to choose. So hopefully now that I see them this morning, there will be a clear winner and the choice will be obvious, I hope. Wow, it feels so different in here with the wallpaper up. But coming in here in the morning where it is the brightest light of the day, it does remind me that this room is so dark with this light fixture. We've really got to replace that, even in the morning. So let's have a look over here at some paint swatches. I will just say that these are not showing up on the camera the same color they are in real life at all. Maybe if I turn on the two lamps, maybe that will help. Meh, it's very slightly better. Anyway, okay, so obviously we want a paint color that is going to make the accent wall wallpaper pop. Again, that accent wall looks a little darker on this video than it does in real life, just because of camera, I guess. We also want something that's going to bring out the beautiful light wood color of the furniture set that's in here. So that armoire and the matching bed and bookshelf. So if we look over here, I think that the yellow in the middle is out because it just doesn't correspond to the wallpaper in the same way that I thought it would. I also think that beige, this beige is maybe also out because I think that there is a beige in the wallpaper, and I think that if we had beige, maybe the whole room would turn into just a massive beige. I do quite like the green. It can't be that green because if you look closely, this green has a very blue base. It's a little dark and it's very blue-green. And then if we come over here to the wallpaper, there is a similar green, but it's lighter and it's maybe slightly less blue-based. So if I could get that exact green, I think I would really like that. That's a thought. Watch me get through this whole process and not actually choose a color and go back and get more swatches. I do also like this like very pale kind of creamy pink. Again, that's not showing up on the camera very well at all, but it's kind of a very creamy pink. And I do quite like that, but I don't know if I want a whole room in it. I think maybe this one. This is more of a mauve than it's showing up on the camera. This is kind of a between a beige and a mauve. And I do quite like that also. So this is all very interesting. Here's where I did a couple of other swatches so I could see on different walls. Yeah, I think in the end it is between that mauve and a lighter version of that green. I think the question is, do I want this room to be a strong color statement by going with the green, or do I want it to be more of a mauve neutral that would be more of a less strong, let's just say less strong. In general, you guys may have noticed when I painted the dining room bright orange that I do like a strong color statement. If we have a lighter version of that green, the same green that's in the wallpaper, it's not crazy. It's not like a bright color. It's still kind of a neutral color. And I will say that we painted the living room in Paris a similar green, and I have really loved that living with it now. So I'm kind of leaning towards that. Maybe let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think I need to live with this decision for a few days, kind of let it sit in the back of my mind, but I do think it is between the mauve and the green. Anyway, I guess that's where we're gonna stop if I need to let this sit in my brain for a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some wallpaper and some change happening in this room, because I really did. It feels like a room that's on the back half of the renovation instead of like going up the hill of the renovation. It feels like we're on the way down the hill, the easy part. So that is good. That is progress. And when this room is renovated, there will be 1, 2, 3 bedrooms left to renovate in the main part of the house, and then we're done with bedrooms. So that is very, very exciting. Anyway, I think that's about it for today, other than to say a big, big, big thank you to our patrons. Thank you so much, patrons. You guys are amazing. It's your support that enables us to do stuff like this. And if you want to become a patron, then please do check out the link that's just below this video to our Patreon. Patrons get little bonus videos, bonus content, and potentially some other little treats that are coming fairly soon. I'm working on some plans. They take a while, but I do have some things planned in my little brain for patron treats coming up. Also, please do subscribe to this channel, because that is immensely helpful and absolutely free, as is as well liking this video. Super helpful, very free. Anyway, I think that's about it for today, and I will see you guys next time.